Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new Talkin Movies. As always, I am your host, the real Geno Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about the Netflix original film Triple Frontier. What this movie is about is it's about 5 former Special Forces operatives that have an opportunity to steal a drug lord's fortune. One of them is working private contracting, and he has been trying to help take down this drug lord for years, and they find out where the drug lord's money is, so he comes up with an unauthorized mission for his former brothers in the military, and they go after this money. What you have here is an okay movie with a really good cast. I'm not going to say this is a bad movie. I know critics are split on this, and I know people that are watching it are split on this. And I thought this movie was alright. It wasn't a terrible film, but it didn't garner the emotions that it needed to be a great film. What you do have is a pretty good cast, either from good to great, when it comes to your main characters. Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam, Pedro Pascal, Garrett Hedlund, all of them are pretty good, if not great actors. So I feel, in a way, that while they're doing the best they can with this movie, some of their talents were a little wasted. Again, if you didn't have this strong of a cast behind this movie, it would not have been even as good as it was. I don't think. So this movie, you get basically what you're expecting before you go into it. When you hear the synopsis of this movie, it's like, well, I'm wondering if the mission's not going to go right. I wonder if there's going to be fights about the money. Are they going to not trust each other at times? Is there going to be... Do they have to fight their way out of situations they shouldn't have been in the first place? I mean, there's really not a lot to say about this one. Other than the fact that it's really predictable. You kind of know who's going to survive. You kind of know where the movie's going to go in the end. You know what the little twist at the end is going to be. You just kind of know how it's going to go. The only thing that didn't happen that I was expecting, though there is dissension in the ranks, so to speak, when it comes to our characters, there is infighting. I would have loved to have seen the movie, and I expected the movie to do this. I would have loved to have seen the movie play on these characters' mental state, being that they're former soldiers, and some of them talk about how they don't feel normal when they don't have a gun in their hand, and things like that. I think there could have been a lot there when it comes to showing what these characters are going through on this mission, testing their mental states, even having one of them turn on the others, something like that. But what you get here is a group of guys that, while there's infighting, they do stick together. Things do happen. You know who's going to live. You know who's going to die. It's pretty obvious, and you know what's going to happen at the very end, way before it even gets there. And again, there's a bit of a twist, maybe even possible sequel baiting at the end, or at least implied. The story is implied to it could continue, which I don't know. With Netflix, it's kind of hard to tell because they're not going for a box office money here. So it's hard to tell whether or not they'll make more. I mean, not a lot of people liked Bright, but they're talking about making 2 more movies. So it's I'm not sure what the future, if this is gonna be, it is gonna hold, if this is gonna be a franchise or not. Again, there's not really a lot to say about this, and I wish I could break down the movie more, but the movie's pretty generic. It's a heist movie. It talks about greed. There's a little bit of betrayal here and there. It's just, you know exactly what you're going to get when you watch this movie. I was just hoping for a little more, especially with the talent behind it. The story's fine. I did enjoy it. Even for free, though, I don't think I would watch it again unless maybe I needed to see it again if they were going to make another one. I am curious. I didn't really look it up. I'm wondering what Triple Frontier really means, because I didn't notice anything in the movie that would, talk about, it didn't really say this is what Triple Frontier is, so I don't even know why it's called that. But other than that, it's a fine movie. It's free on Netflix, so if you like the people in it, it's not a bad movie. Just don't go in expecting this fantastic heist movie. Don't go in expecting this intense drama. It's got some decent action. The heist is decent. The acting is pretty good, but you've got good actors behind it, so that's not really a surprise. Again, though, the story is really predictable. I wouldn't highly recommend it, but being that it's free on Netflix, if you already have the subscription, it's not too terrible to watch. That's going to be all for this edition of Talkin Movies. If you like what you've heard here, please subscribe to the Real Geno YouTube channel, like this video, and you have anything to say about Triple Frontier, especially what Triple Frontier means, because I'm really curious, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Until next time, I'm your host, the Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. See you later.